There's a legend from the Ethiopian highlands. A young goat herder named Kaldi noticed his goats eating bright red berries and suddenly bursting with energy, dancing and leaping about. Curious, Kaldi tried the berries himself and felt a rush of vitality. Excited, he brought the berries to a nearby monastery. The abbot, suspicious, tossed them into the fire. But as the beans roasted, a rich, inviting aroma filled the air. The monks raked the beans from the fire, ground them, and mixed them with hot water. That night, they discovered the brew helped them stay awake during prayers. What was once called the devil's work became a divine gift. Whether true or not, this story captures coffee's magical origin. From a humble herder and his goats, coffee began its journey. It would cross continents, shape cultures, and become a daily ritual for billions, all from a handful of red berries and a few dancing goats. Coffee crossed the Red Sea to Yemen, where cultivation flourished in the 15th century. The port of Mocha became the world's coffee hub, with Yemenis fiercely guarding their secret. Sufi monks embraced coffee, calling it kawa, using it to fuel long nights of prayer. Coffee spread from monasteries to the masses, becoming a reason to gather and share ideas. The journey continued to the Ottoman Empire, reaching Istanbul in the 16th century. Here, the world's first coffee houses, kahvekhane, were born. These were more than places to drink. They were centers of music, games, debate, and news. Coffeehouses became known as schools of the wise, where public opinion was shaped. Despite government attempts to ban them, coffeehouses thrived, laying the foundation for a global coffee culture. Coffee arrived in Europe in the 17th century, first through Venice. At first, it was exotic and controversial. Some called it the bitter invention of Satan. The Pope himself tasted it and declared it delicious, giving coffee his blessing. Coffeehouses soon spread across Europe: Venice, London, Paris. These were not like taverns. They attracted merchants, scholars, and artists. In England, they were called penny universities. For the price of a cup, anyone could join lively debates. Coffeehouses became hubs of business and innovation. Lloyd's of London and the London Stock Exchange began in coffeehouses. They fueled the Age of Enlightenment, providing a space for rational thought and revolution. In Paris, coffeehouses became hotspots for revolutionaries. Coffee didn't just wake people up, it woke up society. As Europe's love for coffee grew, demand soared. The Dutch broke the Arab monopoly, smuggling coffee plants to their colonies in Java and Ceylon. The French brought coffee to the Caribbean, and from there it spread across the Americas. Brazil became the world's coffee superpower. But this expansion came at a cost. Colonial plantations relied on enslaved and exploited labor. In the 20th century, coffee moved from plantations to homes. The invention of the espresso machine in 1901 revolutionized Italian coffee culture. Espresso became a global icon. Instant coffee, popularized after World War II, made coffee accessible to everyone. Coffee was no longer a luxury, it became part of daily life worldwide. For decades, coffee was just a bitter jolt in a can. But by the late 20th century, a new movement began: specialty coffee, or the third wave. People started caring about origins, flavors, and quality. Single-origin beans, flavor notes, and artisan brewing became the norm. Baristas became craftsmen, perfecting every cup. Brewing methods like pour-over and AeroPress let people savor coffee's complexity. Ethics and sustainability became central. Fair Trade and Rainforest Alliance certifications grew. Coffee became a global connector, linking farmers, baristas, and drinkers worldwide. Today, coffee is ritual, comfort, and culture, found everywhere, in every form. From a dancing goat in Ethiopia to your morning cup, coffee's journey is a story of discovery, revolution, and art. And every sip connects us to that incredible story.